Good morning, boys and girls. I hope you're having a good day today. So today we're going to talk about sports. And what are sports? Sports can be basketball. Sports can be football. So sports are something that you play. It's like a game. It's a game that you play with other people. Sometimes it might be just one or two people that play. Or sometimes it's like maybe 12 people. Like in basketball, you only have like 5 people at a time playing out on the court. So it just all depends on how many people are playing at one time. So today is sports. So for sports, one of your activities, if maybe your parents are doing laundry or not doing laundry, you can get your socks and you can pretend that your sock is a ball and you're going to throw it into a basket. How many sock balls can you get into the basket? And then count them. Also, for math, can you collect all of your balls that you have in your house and sort them by size, maybe by color? And also, if you take some paper, like I cut it into like 4, so I have 4 sheets. You're going to crumble it up, and then you're going to throw it. You can throw it into a basket, or you can just throw it in your house. Just be careful. And then once you're done throwing it, you can go get it and open it up. And once you open it, say the letter. And then say the sound. And then can you think of something that might start with your letter? So I have the letter C. And C says K. And something that starts with C would be cat. Cat. So can you do that? You're going to crumple up your paper. And then you're going to throw it. And then you're going to go get it. All right. Our book today is Duck and Goose. What do you think they're sitting on? What do you think this is? Could it be a ball? It might be. We'll have to read and see what Duck and Goose are sitting on. It is written and illustrated by Tad Hills. Now, what does the author do again? So if Tad Hills is our author and our illustrator, what does he do? What did Tad do? He wrote the words to our book and he drew the pictures for our book. So Duck and Goose. What does Duck and Goose do? Let's see. Ooh, look at that. And these are our pages. Oh my, what's that? Duck quacked. That's a silly question, Goose honked. It's a big egg, of course. Of course it's an egg. I know that, huffed Duck. What I mean is, where did it come from? Goose looked skyward. He looked at the river. He looked at the fields. He thought very hard. Who are you? He asked finally. I, said Duck, puffing out his feathered chest, and one, whose egg is this? I saw it first. Goose quickly raised one web foot. It's mine. I touched it first. Uh-oh. Think we might have a problem. Hey, you should never put your dirty feet on an egg, Duck scolded. Don't you know anything about caring for eggs? Yes, I do, Goose cried. Stop yelling, Duck yelled, then whispered forcefully. Don't you know that you and your screaming are very likely disturbing the baby bird who is trying to take a snooze inside this egg? Goose wished that Duck wasn't right. He lowered his head and whispered softly, "I'm very sorry. Go back to sleep in there." So do you think it's really an egg? Do you think that that's really an egg? "My, that's quite a beautiful beauty you have," called a bluebird from across the river. "Thank you, it's mine," quacked Duck. "Actually, it's mine," honked Goose. "Thank you." So, asked Duck, "What do we do now? Should we do something?" suggested Goose. "Yes, you are right. Good thinking," agreed Duck. "Like what?" Duck and Goose each thought. "Well, we must keep the egg warm until the fuzzy little occupant is ready to come out," said Goose. "Excellent idea," exclaimed Duck. He pushed past Goose. "Step aside. I shall do just that." But Goose was quick too. After a flurry of fussing, grunting and groaning, slipping and sliding, honking and quacking. Uh-oh. I wonder if there might be a problem. Duck and Goose found themselves back to back. "Scoot over. I don't have any room," explained Duck. "You are much closer to me than I am to you. Stop yelling in my ear, Goose." "Shh." Goose hushed, pointing at the round thing beneath them. Yes. We must remember. Quiet, quiet, quiet. We mustn't disturb the little one." And so they sat, very still and very quiet, waiting for a long time. They waited. They listened to the crickets chirp and the frogs burp. "I'm going to teach this baby bird to quack like a duck," Duck boasted. "Well, I am going to teach it to honk like a goose," Goose honked back. "I am going to teach this baby bird to waddle," Goose added. "So am I," Duck said. They heard the pitter-patter of the rain. "I'm going to teach this baby bird to swim," Duck said. "Me too," Goose said. To pass the time, they sniffed wildflowers in the warm sun and shared breadcrumbs while Goose taught Duck how to honk. They sat in the sun and they sat in the sky. They watched the sunset in the sky, and Duck taught Goose how to quack. They counted the stars in the night sky. "Let's teach our baby to fly," said Goose. "Good idea," said Duck. "I'm sure our baby will be a good, fast learner," said Duck. "If it takes after you and me, I'm sure you're right," agreed Goose. Together, they waited until... Did you feel that, Duck? Duck nodded. "Yes, I did. Did you feel it, Goose?" Goose nodded. "It's time." Goose, "It's time," Duck squawked. Quickly, Duck slid down and started running around in circles around their egg. "What should we do now?" he hollered. "I think we should remain calm," Goose yelled back. "Excuse me," a little voice called out. Duck stopped. In all the exciting confusion, he had failed to notice the little blue bird was knocking on their egg. "Can I play too?" she asked. "Play? This is no time to play," yelled Duck. This is no time for games," yelled Goose. "And what's with this kicking?" I was only trying to get your attention, said the little bluebird. Well, you got it, Duck huffed. False alarm, Goose. Back to work. Can't you see that we are very busy here? Goose explained to the little bluebird. This is some serious business. This is perhaps the most important moment of our lives. Oh, my, I'm sorry, apologized Bluebird. I had no idea. I just thought maybe I could play with your ball. It really is a nice one, she added, and then she flew away. Goose gulped. Did she say ball? Whispered Duck. You know, I did have my doubts, Duck finally said. It is a bit squishier than most eggs I've seen. Yes, and I must say I was somewhat suspicious of those big dots, Goose admitted. It may not be an egg, but it is lovely, said Duck. Oh, absolutely, Duck, Goose agreed. It's a keeper. As the crickets chirped, the frogs burped, and the grass swayed in the gentle breeze, Goose quacked and Duck honked, and the ball bounced, rolled, and sometimes even flew. The end. All right, boys and girls, I'll see you later. Have a good day.